YouTube. We are live on YouTube. You are live. Welcome to episode 55 of Filmaholics. Yeah, we bring the boom. 55, baby. A Filmaholics entertainment podcast. I'm back here today with Boo, Wicked, and Late Night with Boo. Gentlemen, how are we doing? Welcome to episode 55. The Fappies Eve is, we're going to be calling this one now.
This would be the Fappy Eve episode.
The official release.
Yeah, the Fappies Eve episode of Filmaholics. Boys, how we been since the last time we met last week?
Life is good. Glicked weekend is off and running, dude.
Yes, that was awesome weekend. How about you, Boo?
I'm doing well. You know, I did not partake in Glicked, sadly, but I've heard so many great things about it. So hoping to hear your guys' reviews.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I mean, dude, I was just thinking about this. This could be an award too, just on the top of my head. But I feel like Glicked weekend, Dong weekend, even though Dong never was but it was a good weekend for our podcast at least. It's one of the top episodes, conveniently. And Barbenheimer. I'm trying to any other week. Maybe Deadpool and Wolverine. That was a pretty hype weekend. If there's any other weekends I'm missing, but I feel like this was a good weekend for just news and going to the movies and stuff. So, I mean, Brad, were you able to see both? Were you able to see one of Glicked?
Just one. I was able to see Wicked.
Gotcha. Are you going to see Gladiator?
Yeah, I recently rewatched the first one, and it
nice.
holds up. It is good.
Yeah, you did. And I'll give you guys my review. I will keep it, of course, low key. I'm not going to try to, because especially you guys haven't seen it yet. We can always have Brad hop off during like when I think of it, just because. But yeah, I think the winner of the weekend truly was Wicked. We'll go into that. I just think Wicked was just kind of like a movie that nobody expected to be good again. I mean, I seriously did not think it was going to be a good movie.
I remember watching the trailer during Super Bowl weekend, and I was like, I have no interest in watching this movie.
I thought this was so bad.
Yeah. And now I'm like hearing like best movie of the year. Rachel loves it. Like, oh, she wants to go see it again already.
Oh, serious?
Yep.
Damn. So I haven't looked at you guys' lists yet. I'm excited to see whether or not any of Wicked makes the list today. We're going to be doing a list of our top 5 surprises of the year of movies. So I wonder if it'll make you guys' list. But boys, I mean, this is a conventional episode. This is not a tournament episode. So I think how we always start each episode is, what are we watching? It's been a while since we've kind of just caught up on that. We gave a quick review of The Penguin last week, which I appreciate. That was great to see. But now with The Penguin being off, and same with Agatha All Along being done. Gosh, that's how long I feel like it's been since we've talked about what we're watching.
We're in a lull now.
Yeah, are you guys watching it? I'm kind of in between like 3 shows, but I'd love to hear what you guys are watching first.
Yeah, I can go. I am watching Silo Season 2.
Okay, nice. We just started it.
Yep.
Yes, just came out.
2 episodes are out. They're on Fridays.
Oh.
I'm also reading the books, so I'm on book
Lindsay
2.
is too. Yeah, Lindsay's reading it too.
Highly recommend. Very excited for the rest of the season, rest of the show. And weirdly enough, I have not started Dune Prophecy, but I will get there.
It's like lingering on my HBO, and I'm like, is anybody watching this?
Yeah, I'm not hearing a lot about it.
Why are we all in the same boat when it comes to this? We love Dune. What? Something we clearly all know.
I feel like this like wasn't even like
something.
advertised. Was it this not advertised? Like, I didn't know it was out until it showed up on my HBO when I logged in.
Maybe that's it. Yeah, maybe that's it. There were some advertisements leading up to The Penguin. If you watch that first, leading into it.
Yeah, that's true.
But you're right. It wasn't like people were talking about. It's not in the zeitgeist. Would you guys agree?
I would agree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like talked about like Penguin. Maybe Penguin was so overbearing that like, and we talk about this. HBO was going through a little bit of a lull themselves. I feel like the writer's strike really impacted them this year or something, because a lot of the shows they're talking about didn't get talked about. Or Penguin just was talked about because I think it was a surprise to everybody, right?
Yeah. I think it's
interesting
because Dune's pretty dense. So
it's pretty dense. It's also characters we don't know about. It's about 10,000 years before what we know as Dune. It's about like I think it's post, I think they're called the Mechanical War or the Machine War. I think is what it is.
Like the Butlerian Jihad, I think.
something like that. So that you hear that and you're like, what?
Yeah, where they fight
what
the
the hell?
machines.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're fighting a machine, and you're like, what? Do they even talk about that in Dune? Like the movies?
A little bit. It's why they don't have like thinking computers.
Oh,
okay. Well, I guess I would have never. I'm acting like I knew that thinking computers thing, but I don't even remember that part. Well, either way, yeah. Okay, so you're watching Silo, not Dune Prophecy, nor or any of us, but we're gonna get there.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually.
Yeah, I don't think I'm watching anything else right now. A lot of movies. Been grinding movies.
Yeah.
Good man. That's awesome. I can't wait to hear what your number is at the end of the year for films.
Almost triple digits.
Nobody cares.
Oh, no way! Let's go. All right, bro.
Screw body counts. I want to know what your movie count is.
Yeah, for the year.
Yeah,
for the year. Yeah. Oh, dude, that's so sick, Brad. Yeah, well, I'm excited to go through the reviews later. Vu, what about you, buddy?
I'm like in the same exact boat as Brad. Like, I feel like for TV, outside of reality TV, which I'm guilty of.
Go off on that. Go off, King.
Yeah, I'm watching a lot of reality TV. House of the Villains, a show on E, and then The Challenge on MTV. So I've been watching that pretty steadily.
Are you an E guy outside of House of the Village? Or
no.
Or Villains?
Yeah, I'm only watching it because like people from The Challenge are on it right now.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I just wonder what E has become. I feel like I don't know where E is anymore. E Entertainment. It used to be like an E News channel, right?
Yep. But now it's
is it just like reality?
TV. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, for as far as scripted shows, I did start St. Dennis Medical.
How is that?
I like it a lot. Like it's very Office, Parks and Rec-esque.
It's by the same people, right?
I think so. Like that mockumentary style. So
yeah.
Where are you watching it? I'm trying to find it on streaming.
It's Peacock.
Okay. I may have looked at it maybe before it came out, but that's good to know. I'm very interested in it.
3 episodes released so far. They come out on Wednesdays, I believe. So it's a nice little sitcom just to watch. That's pretty much it besides movies.
Nice. Are you okay, that's good to hear. Have you guys heard of English Teacher?
Yeah, I've been ripping that too, actually.
Is it good?
Fantastic.
It is good because Lindsay and I are thinking about getting into it, and I see the guy all over TikTok.
Oh, really? It's a FX
dancing.
comedy show about a high school English teacher. And just because I'm going to get into school counseling, I like it especially because you just get like a very real look at high school. I think in Texas, like Austin, Texas.
Okay.
And it's just very funny. Like, yeah.
Is that more related to kind of like Abbott Elementary? Is it from like the same universe? Do we know?
I don't think so. I'd say Abbott Elementary is like feel good, very clean. And then this is like it's on FX, so it can get.
Oh, is it on
dirtier.
FX? Let's go. Okay, I want to see English Teacher then. I didn't know. We are in between it right now.
I recommend.
FX brings the boom.
Okay. All right. Cool, man. FX brings the boom. I can't condone this this talk. Hey, speaking of the boom, they were wrestling on AEW.
I saw that.
Yeah, dude. So I mean, hey. Bad publicity, good publicity. It's publicity for AEW. I mean, and the guy won. The kid speared a guy. Like
they interviewed the Rizzler, and he just did this.
Yeah,
he didn't even say anything.
Do you watch AEW?
Man, it's so hard because it's not live. The same with WWE. Like I am a wrestling fan. I watch pay-per-views. I want AEW to succeed because it is a true alternative to the WWE. I'm not going to go into it because people are probably logging off now or not following. Yeah, no, I do. I do watch AEW whenever I can.
Nice.
Yeah. Cool. Well, then I'm watching right now. We're in between a lot of shows. I mean, we're watching Lost, but there's 20. Do you guys forget about these shows? Is that there's 24 episodes in season 1.
Wow.
So
what do you think about Lost, Kev?
I think it's awesome. It's awesome so far.
Where are you in the show?
So far. The pregnant girl had just been stolen and they're trying to figure out where she's at for season 1. Okay. So we haven't seen the other people yet. I know there's other people on the island. We haven't gotten there yet, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty good so far. We're getting like backstories and everything. I definitely think it's sick. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to keep watching. I do actually enjoy it. Then we're watching Silo. And then, dude, it's really just been movies, sports. Am I missing? Oh, and I've been rewatching Friends. I'm about to finish that, and then I'm also rewatching Sunny in Philadelphia.
Nice.
Yeah, after all such dark times with the Penguin and R.I.P. Vic. I mean, I gotta get some light in my life. So, gaming a lot too. I'm gaming a lot because I just love video games. So yeah, it's been my way to get away. Well, hey, boys, I think we're ready to move on to let me talk to you the movie news for the week. And I think we discussed this a little bit already. So a little spoiler alert. But according to this was from Fast and Company, Wicked versus Gladiator 2 box office sales. Did Glicked, yes, Glicked, live up to the opening weekend hype? I feel like on the outside looking in, do you guys think it would lived up to before we're looking into the actual document, or do you feel like it was talked about? What do you think about the weekend?
I mean, I think it was wicked heavy.
Yeah,
I don't think
Gladiator's like on the back burner.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I think it was so dominant
movie that everyone can see. Well, but more of one I think is a broader reach than Gladiator sequel.
Well, can I say I think Barbie had like a 94 Rotten Tomatoes score and Oppenheimer had a 98. So I think they're a little more comparable, whereas Gladiator has like a 72. There's been some, it's some people love it, some people are kind of like it's middle. I don't think I see people hate it. It just is like it's not comparable to the first. First one's one of the greats of all times. This one seems like it's kind of like, okay, why was there? But it's very entertaining. So I do want to say that. I do think. And they're talking about this here, how Warner Bros., Barbie, and Universal's Oppenheimer revitalized the box office with their same day openings, raking 162 million and 82 million at the domestic box office, respectively. A cultural phenomenon dubbed Barbenheimer was created, and how fun that was to be a part of. I mean, gosh, I've told you his story. Fast forward to 2024. Universal's Wicked Part 1, along with Paramount's Gladiator 2, find themselves in a similar situation. While press tours for the film did not emphasize a doubleheader Glicked as much as they did for the predecessor, the formula of a comedy and more serious R-rated film still applied. I will say this. Barbenheimer, when I was in the theater for Gladiator, people were like, oh, yeah, I got to see Glicked. And in the theater, somebody just bursts out going, oh, I thought this was Wicked. But it was exciting. Like being in the theaters was, I don't know how it was. Like, did you feel the energy for Wicked, Brad? Being in the theater?
We saw it at 10 a.m.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Damn, they got to serve breakfast there.
Yeah. It was still full, but it was nice. We went
because it was full.
It had captions on it. So it was easier for Bianca to know what was going on.
Gotcha.
And I enjoyed it too because it is a musical. It's kind of nice to see the lyrics.
Yeah, I gotcha. Were people singing at all?
No.
Okay, gotcha.
Was it me, or was there like a lack of like memes about this weekend? Like I feel like that's what made Barbenheimer weekend so great. Was like all the meme mashups.
100%, dude. I tried making a meme coin this weekend for the monkey from Gladiator, and it failed because you're right. I mean, I think if you look at Gladiator 2, I think it had, for some reason, a ton of hype. Some people were saying it's the greatest movie of the year. It's definitely good. I liked it. I gave it a solid 8.5 out of 10.
Oh,
but you're right. I don't know. I mean, maybe that's it. Maybe there's not enough memeable moments in Wicked. I don't know, because this is a musical. Musicals historically don't perform well in the theaters. They do well outside of the theater, unless you're Les Mis, unless you're like, I'm trying to think if there's some other successful ones that are like, I mean, I think The Greatest Showman actually did really well too in theaters. But I think it's one of those things where I don't know. There's something about, you're right. I don't see any memes. You're right.
Yeah.
That's a very good point. And that partially was part of the success. You still see memes for Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Maybe
like,
not.
is that just a miss on like the marketing teams not taking advantage of,
well, I will say,
movies going head to head?
You're right. I mean, maybe also they're not completely more as drastic as, I mean, they're pretty drastic. I just feel like Wicked did a great marketing scheme on every bucket in the movie theater had Wicked on it. Every, they were in every restaurant is having like McDonald's had like Wicked toys and Wicked meal and like things like that. I think they did really well.
Mm-hmm.
Gladiator then didn't.
Yeah, I mean, it had a cool bucket. The
Coliseum.
The Coliseum. I don't know. That's interesting. That's a really good point, Vu.
Yeah, I just feel like there was like a missed opportunity to like kind of recreate that magic from last year.
Well, was that maybe a natural thing from the people? Maybe there just wasn't enough for people to do that with.
Yeah, I guess, but
I mean,
not a lot of hype surrounding Gladiator as I thought there would be.
And I'm not sure Wicked's gonna get nominated for not like Best Picture. Barbie and Oppenheimer got nominated for Best Picture.
That's true.
That those are two culture phenomena. But I truly think Wicked is going to be like something that really has legs to it. I really think so. I mean, we're looking at Wicked made 114 million domestically, 150.2 internationally, with a weekend debut of 164 million dollars. This person goes, that's something Linda would be proud of, which I don't know what that means.
It's Ariana Grande's character.
Oh God, and I don't like her. Yeah, I mean, it's saying the largest ever opening weekend for a film based on a Broadway adaptation. Beyond singing and dancing, this witchy film also boasts the third best opening weekend of 2024 behind Deadpool and Wolverine and King Kong 3. Sorry. And Inside Out too. My bad.
What a hierarchy.
They're calling the film both a commercial and critical success. Newsday's Rafa Guzman calls it just about everything a movie musical should be. It enriches the source material while saluting the golden age of Technicolor MGM musicals. The movie tells the origin story of Alfalfa, whatever. Yeah. Okay. Because I know Brad will go into his review and stuff. And then technically, gosh, so far, because Gladiator actually technically was released last weekend in European markets. So it's made about 221 million worldwide so far. I think people are talking about Paul Mescal having pretty good, and it goes into here saying that like the critics are a little less enthusiastic about director Ridley Scott's follow-up. The new film has all the opulence of the first film, but none of the majesty. It's an epic without a purpose, and therefore fine for a lazy Sunday streaming in a few months. Gladiator 2 will find its true purpose playing on multiple screens than TV aisle at Costco.
Oh damn!
Yeah, I mean, and then it ends with this is saying: look at the new Barbenheimer. The domestic box office haul for Barbenheimer was 244 million on the movie's opening weekend. Audiences are definitely turning to see both films, but the synergy between them just doesn't have quite the same amount of energy as Barbenheimer. Case in point, what Vu just said there. The first matchup happened more organically. That was what I meant instead of naturally, organically, 100%. But also the magic really happens the same way twice. So for Hollywood, a positive takeaway from both doubleheaders is that movie lovers are open to a wide range of stories and themes, from musicals to epic historical action dramas.
Movies are back.
Yeah, movies are definitely back. I mean, Brad, maybe it's a good point for you to give a review of Wicked. I mean, what did you think? Is it truly worth the hype?
Yeah, absolutely. I saw the musical in person when I was like a teenager, and I think
New York City or
probably where I grew up.
That's right. Yeah. Okay, I forget that it travels like that. I know New York City is like the really famous one.
Yeah, and it didn't vibe with me then. Obviously, maybe being a teenage boy could have been the reason, but yeah, I had no expectations of this movie, and like, damn, it was really good. The music was awesome. The way it ended was fucking awesome and incredible. Definitely one of my biggest surprises of the year. Because again, no expectations. I wasn't even gonna see it at first, but there's this guy in my class that I see every week, and he would wear like the nails. Every part of his clothing was Wicked themed, and so I kept seeing it every week, and I was like, okay, maybe I should see it. And then we watched it, and I was like,
Gladiator needed.
Right? They needed people showing up in a gladiator outfit.
In their old Roman, yeah.
Yeah, overall, I recommend it. I probably will see it again.
That's like the best compliment you can have. I mean, that's awesome. I had people like, my buddy
Did I?
Alex Dean out there. You guys can document his life. And he doesn't like musicals. Just doesn't like musical movies. I think he likes seeing them on Broadway, but he doesn't like the movies and himself. And he said it was fantastic.
Nice.
So I think everyone's. I don't think I've heard a bad thing about it yet. I mean, who are some of the best characters in for you guys? For you,
The Wicked Witch. Her
Okay.
voice was incredible. I will say I was in your boat before the movie, Kevin. I didn't have the most positive thing on Ariana Grande, but her performance was great. I did a little more research on her, and I don't think she's as bad as I thought she was. She's an
Okay.
interesting person.
yeah, okay.
But I think everyone cast is like really great. There's that one guy from SNL. I can't remember his name, but he recently left. SNL.
Bone Yang.
Yeah, he was he was a cool supporting character. Michelle Yeoh, Goldblum.
Her ginger boyfriend's in there too, right?
Yeah.
That little weirdo.
The guy that played SpongeBob on
Yeah.
stage.
Yeah, that little freak of nature.
Yeah, great cast, great singing, great pace. Like it's great overall. Recommend.
Nice.
It wasn't not too long because Rachel told me it was like
It's
almost
long.
3 hours.
Yeah.
And it didn't feel like that.
I don't think so. I mean, I think I was telling Bianca, like, if it shaved 20 minutes off, it probably would have been like a perfect movie.
Okay.
But it's not like the 20 minutes that it just maybe scenes were a little long where I was like, okay, I don't need to hear Jeff Goldblum like talk singing.
Oh yeah, yes.
Or Michelle Yeoh talk singing too. I was like,
Yeah.
they're not that good.
Yeah. Okay.
What
Did you see it, Kev?
No, I have not. No, I'm probably gonna see it on Black Friday. I think that's the plan. Or Moana too. Ooh.
Yeah, I might see it with the family.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, so then, yeah, bringing it back to Wicked itself. So you think it seems to you like it was a successful hit?
For sure, and I bet it has legs too.
Yeah.
'Cause
If
people are gonna see it again.
and then part 2 is coming out next year, I think, actually. So, I mean, could you see this being something where if part 2 makes $1 billion, part 2 makes $1 billion? Do you see it where it's like, you know what, we got to keep using this Wicked magic and truly create like spin-offs or franchises? What do you think of that?
Oh, I hope not. If
Okay.
they're making spin-offs of a musical adapted to a movie and then spun off, like
Yeah.
that might be where I'm gonna draw the line.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. I'll do a quick, just the idea of Gladiator. Like I said, it was a good movie. I was really entertained. It was really loud. I saw it in IMAX. So the crowd, I feel like everyone in the theater was really pumped up. It was really electric. Just the story was slim. That's all it is. You're going to have fun. It's a long movie, but it was still a good time. I think Paul Mescal is a little one note in it, but he still does the role pretty well. I think that's just the writing. It's not his acting necessarily. Denzel Washington takes it away. Almost any scene where the mother's in it bored me. I mean, there's definitely a presence with Paul Mescal and Denzel and Pedro Pascal. The reason I'm talking about him third and fourth right now is because his character just doesn't have a lot of time. So it's disappointing a little bit, I would say, but it's not but it's still, he does a great job. So, I do recommend it. No matter what. But you know what, whether you watch it in theater, I think it's always one of those situations where it's much better in theaters, maybe at home, or with the crowd and it's loud. So, I thought it was a successful weekend itself too. Vu, from sitting on the outside, I don't think you watched either.
Yeah, I was gonna go to Gladiator, and I was like, that just seems like a lot of work, and I didn't hear like the greatest things about it. So
yeah, no, that's fine.
I'll wait for streaming maybe.
Hey, man, that's fine. That's fine, man.
There's people like you.
Yeah, there's people just like you, man. All right, well, hey, what a weekend. Liquid was a success, and kicking off the beginning of the holiday season. I would truly count this as kicking it off. I don't want to count Red One as one of them. Oh God, I got to review that one, don't I? Okay. All right, and then this one, I did.
Oh no!
Yeah,
I can't wait to hear.
It's not the worst movie I've ever seen. 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. I'll give you my review note because I don't want to have to talk about it too much.
That's more than
6
I
out
thought.
of 10. There was actually a moment at the end of the movie I started tearing up. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, but I mean, it was just weirdly kind of dark tone, Not like saying the movie or scenes, or it just was kind of like you would almost forget this is a Christmas film some points. Still cool, but I just think that the Christmas spirit wasn't really with it. So I don't think it's gonna be like a Christmas classic by any means. Maybe FX will like show it or some shit.
Actors or actresses from the movie?
Not really. No. The Rock and Chris Evans
blow
are
you away.
No.
Is Kev lagging for you, Brad? Yeah. Okay. He's just stuck on my screen.
Yeah.
Oh, did my Wi-Fi go out? I'm back, baby. Right?
Okay. Yeah. There he is.
You're telling us how great Dwayne the Rock Johnson was?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're in it. That's it. They're in it. So, all right. Let's move on to the next one, which is Thanksgiving opening weekend. I just want to kind of just quickly discuss with you something that Vu pointed out last week. That this weekend's Thanksgiving, Friday's Black Friday, and I don't know if you guys are going to see a movie this weekend, but if you do, I like most people, what kind of movies have been out released? So I just want to kind of walk through this list with you guys. I mean, the top Thanksgiving opening weekends of all time. I mean, you got the original Frozen made $67 million on Thanksgiving weekend. Moana or Toy Story 2. So this is by a 3-day weekend. It seems like Moana is going to crush this.
Yeah.
Moana 2.
I haven't heard anything about the movie. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not the target audience and I don't get served the targeted ads. I don't know.
Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, look at it. It's Frozen, Toy Story 2, Moana. Ralph Breaks the Internet, baby. Ralph Breaks the Internet. Coco. Tangled. Literally all these are animated films. It's a good dinosaur. Creed 2, finally. All right, there we go. Is Enchanted? What is that? Well, it's Disney.
Is Enchanted with Anne Hathaway?
I'm not sure. 4 Christmases. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie, but if you haven't, please check it out. It's hilarious with Vince Vaughn. It's about these two couples where both their parents are divorced. So they have to go do 4 different Christmases, all the parents' Christmases, and they're just extremely different dynamics. And it's a good flick. But then I'm looking at this. I mean, Back to the Future 2, Part 2, it came out on Thanksgiving weekend. Knives Out, The Haunted Mansion, Life of Pi came out. Napoleon came out. Everyone forgot about that one. I mean, are there any on this? I don't know if you guys had time to look at this, but are there any others on this list? You're like, oh, that's a good flick.
I mean, if we're looking way down here,
Horrible Bosses 2.
Is this like updated with inflation and stuff? Like,
I'm not sure.
Aladdin coming out and Back to the Future coming out way back when.
Yeah, Transporter 3. I actually like the Transporter movies. Yeah, not a ton. Actually, surprisingly, not a ton. Glass Onion still made $9 million, and that was released on Netflix. So that was only made in that's kind of surprising.
It's clearly an animated movie weekend.
Yeah.
Get your family, get your kids, go.
No Country for Old Men. Whatever weekend that came out with, I'd love to see them to do a double feature of seeing Toy Story 2 and Oh Country for Old Men.
Is that that's the Anton Chikura? Is that?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Oh yeah, man. Santa Claus, 1985. So that's not the Santa Claus. Besides, it's definitely clearly, yeah, you're right, Brad. It's just for children and families all like to go to movies.
What do you guys think? Is Moana going to set the record this weekend?
I think so.
Frozen's a high bar, though.
Yeah. I'm hearing that. Oh yeah, you're right. And I can't tell if that's. I think total gross. I feel like it made $1 billion. I wonder if that's just in America. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think it is going to do well. And I think. Well, that's right. I'm thinking of Moana internationally. So if you look around the whole world, they're predicting 125 to 150.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it will. I think it will top it though.
I hope it's good.
Yeah. I think most of us will be a part of that weekend.
Yeah. That's one I'm gonna really be pushing for. Well, I got to root for Iowa State this weekend. Iowa State somehow is going to possibly make the Big 12 championship. Not saying I ever lived there or anything or rooted for them or did anything like that.
No connection at all.
No connection. I just love their colors.
Go Cyclones.
Go Cyclones. So those are some of the past movies because I think Vu, you did a great job of creating a list last week.
The committee did.
Yeah.
The committee came up with that. All right, moving on. Oh, and something I wanted to talk about is that, and I don't know if we're going to meet next week, but the DCU starts next week, gentlemen. Creature Commandos is coming out next week. It's that's the first DC. It's the cartoon. It's the or animated flick that's going to start the DCU, and that is canon with everything.
That's Viola Davis. Is that?
Yeah, Viola Davis. Yeah, essentially,
Yeah.
she's going to be in it. Frank Grillo is going to be in it. David Harbour is going to be in it.
I've literally not heard of this at all.
I saw an ad on HBO, I think.
Yeah, I think we've maybe brought it up on like the podcast talking about it, but we overlook it just because it's like an animated flick and I've never heard of the story itself. But yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, it's all. So what? But he also was interviewed. James Gunn was interviewed this week and is explaining how canon is gonna work. So everything here is canon, of course. This is the beginning start. Essentially, what has been canon from the old movies is just gonna be Peacemaker. Peacemaker's gonna be canon, except for the Justice League part. They're just gonna essentially act like that never happened. So Peacemaker, everything that was said or done in Peacemaker, that's gonna be going forward, and then some parts in the Suicide Squad, essentially, which is Rick Flag Jr. dying. Frank Grillo is playing Rick Flag Sr., so you're gonna be seeing the ramifications of that in Peacemaker and whatnot too. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of news that came out from the interview as well. Just things like, you know, he's not rushing the new Brave and the Bold Batman flick because he says they are focusing on writers, whereas a lot of movies today, they're like, let's get an IP out there. Something like, Fantastic Four, Blade. Oh my God, where you announce something and you have no team behind it. Well, he announced that, of course, 2 years ago, but he's not saying like they're not shooting it or writing a script yet. He is waiting for a script that is truly going to work. So that's how he's going to be going with movies going forward, it says. I'm trying to think of anything else, but yeah, I guess, and I've heard good things. I've heard Creature Commandos is going to be it's going to be a good show. It's another random show, but he does really, I feel like James Gunn flourishes when he has random characters like this. So that's something I'm going to try to watch. This upcoming, it comes out December 5th.
Okay.
So should be something good. And then going off of that, speaking of course with more kind of movie, I guess, I don't know, the B-list characters of superheroes is that, and I've been complaining about this to you guys for like a year now, and thank God it's happening. The Young Avengers will not be a film in theaters. It will be a Disney Plus film. Thank God.
It's a show, I think, right?
Disney Plus TV show. So
Yeah.
we're gonna get, I think they're saying it's about 6 episodes. I love this idea. This is how you should do it. This is going to be something that's like, if there's going to be Avengers level type things going on, and it's going to be on Disney Plus, I love this.
Yeah.
I mean, when you guys heard that, what did you guys think? Is this something that intrigues you? Let me look for who's going to be playing in it. But what do you guys think of this?
That movie would have flopped so hard if that was a thing. But it's hard because these characters are underdeveloped. They're not very well liked, like with target audiences, I feel like.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. But I think this gives it an avenue to explore and get more depth into these characters. So I do really like this idea. And it still gives us Young Avengers without having a movie. So I can't complain. Would you tune into this, Brad?
Yeah, Brad, what do you
yeah, I mean, I definitely wouldn't have watched the movie
unless
you guys really told me to. And
because you didn't see Miss Marvel, right?
No.
I heard they are doing this show because of the Marvels and how bad that was.
It was so bad. And at the end there, they thought everyone's gonna freak the fuck out at the fact that Hawkeye's girl, which I do like her. I think she's a great actress. I'm attracted to her. But she shows up and says hi to
Josh Allen's #1
fan. Goes up to Iman Vellani, is like,
seems like you have superpowers and you're young.
I want to fucking kill everyone in this post-credit scene. I hate this. They're like, would you like to start a young adventure?
Oh
I
man,
hated it.
Kev.
I hated it. So thank God. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna be like Miss Marvel.
Ironheart.
Ironheart. Yep, Ironheart. Nova isn't being lined. Okay. It doesn't have a ton of news. I mean, I guess I don't really know necessarily who's all going to be in it. Have you guys heard of who else is supposed to be in this?
I think the guy from Agatha will be in it, right?
Okay, that makes sense. Yep, Joseph Keen. Here, this girl's gonna be back in it. She was just the best part of Doctor Strange in the middle there. Seriously, just the best part.
The crazy thing is, it's not going to be called Young Avengers anymore because they're too old.
Dude, yeah, Haley Steinfeld's like our age.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're calling it Champions.
Which isn't a great name.
Yeah. Ant-Man's daughter's going to be in it. It looks like Ironheart's going to be in it.
Is there going to be like a mini Hulk, like his son?
Oh, the son might be in it. Yeah, that might be in it. Are there any? I don't think there's any male actors so far. I haven't seen.
I think there's going to be one from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what I saw.
Yeah, I mean, I to me think this was needed. It would have flopped so bad in theaters. So I'm glad that they're doing Young Avengers. I'll actually give it a shot. I don't know necessarily how they're going to do this, but I do love when they do have team ups like this. Like I'm extremely excited for the Thunderbolts. And actually, coming off of this, rumors going on is that the Thunderbolts are going to be called the Dark Avengers. That's why there's an asterisk at the end there. So technically, Thunderbolts is an Avengers level movie.
Okay.
So they're saying they're releasing essentially 3 Avengers movies in a row, which is Thunderbolts, King Dynasty, or Doomsday, and yeah. So, hey, did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? Whoever played Kang, I'm blanking on his name right now. You see his Jonathan Majors' charges got dropped.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that's so sad.
We have to take back the Pappy.
Oh no! Did he win it?
Yeah, he won it last year.
Oh God, he's gonna be sending it back. No, you're right. True, you have to take it away. Shit.
Yeah.
But it is one of those things where it's like, wow, I didn't read enough into it. I've read just headlines. But I guess his ex-girlfriend just decided. I don't know.
Best actor that you didn't know was a criminal award.
Yeah, we got to figure out who's going to be in that one.
Guess he's no longer.
No, that could be a new one. Best actor who didn't know was a criminal who ended up not being a criminal award.
His career was destroyed.
Yeah, we can name that one right now. Jonathan Majors, congratulations. Keep the trophy because we're going to change the name for you, buddy. You're still
Army Hammer. You're up next.
Yeah, we're going to have to figure that one out. But just crazy to think that happened and dropped. I saw that he's getting married as well. He's engaged. So
yeah,
I don't know. It seems like he's truly trying to fix his career. He is a solid actor. It's sad.
He's like the next big thing in Hollywood.
For sure. And I've heard rumors going on is that, that they're going to mention Kang, but it's not going to be. Hell, we've even talked about this in the past that Kang wasn't even supposed to be the main villain of Secret Wars. They're going to do Kang Dynasty, end it there. It was still supposed to be Doom, but clearly with everything going on, you couldn't go forward with him. So I don't know. What do you think, Boo?
Yeah, to me that's a little hard to believe because they sunk so much into this Kang storyline. Like even though none of it really connected, it kind of connected with him. So hopefully they can just fix it. Give me a story that makes sense.
Yeah, we'll see what they do. I wonder if they just completely block it off. Anything you want to add to it, Brad?
Yeah, I'm just not super excited for Marvel at the moment.
Okay.
More DC probably.
You're not. Oh, you're more DC. Okay, gotcha.
I mean, Peacemaker was just banging, so.
I feel like you're not alone. I feel like that's like the general consensus.
You gotta win his back.
Yeah, I think once they start doing more of the X-Men, I do have an article here. It's not much into it, but pretty much what was announced is that they're really excited for the Fantastic Four, and they're excited for X-Men to be introduced. And going forward after Secret Wars, there's going to be an X-Men related series, pretty much very focused on X-Men. So that'll be cool. Or at least more mutants and stuff. I've heard rumors that they're going to be introducing each character individually, so we'll get a Storm, whether it's a movie or a TV show, it would be something like that. Wolverine's not going to be in the initial crew. It's also
Don't hate it.
Because Hugh Jackman's still going to play him after Secret Wars.
Yeah, that's the thing that might be happening. Yeah. I mean, I wonder how they're going to do it. It's real, until he's 90. I mean, I want like a Cyclops, because that's one thing I was thinking about. Like, I know Cyclops as being one of the original X-Men, but I don't know a ton about him, and his character is interesting to me.
Let's dive into Cyclops. Let's get James Marsden back.
Yes.
Until he's 90 as well, we're gonna have a bunch of 90-year-old X-Men.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, we're excited for the 90-year-old X-Men coming up. All right. Moving on. What movies are coming out, ladies and gentlemen? What are you watching this weekend? What are you watching in 2, 3, 4 weeks? What are you doing with your Mima at Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever you?
It happened again.
Guys, today. Can you guys hear me or no?
Yeah, you talking about
Mima. Mima. Yeah, what are you watching with Mima? Mima wants to go see Moana too. So that's coming out this weekend. We've all discussed. We'll probably all partake in this as well. From there, coming out the next weekend is going to be, we got things like Y2K coming out. Have you guys seen the trailer for this one?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. So it's like when it's going to be a comedy. Rachel Zegler's in it. I think the kid from Spider-Man, like his best friend, might be in it.
Is Rachel Zegler from the Hunger Games? Is that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But it's produced by. Oh God, who's from Superbad? That's hilarious. I'm blanking on his name right now.
Seth?
No,
Judd?
young kid.
Bill Hader?
No, young kid.
Oh, Sarah.
Young kid. Other one.
McLovin?
No, Jonah Hill. Thank God, the biggest of the three. Why couldn't I think of it? He's producing it, and it's gonna be directed by. Let's just think it quick.
Kyle Mooney.
Kyle Mooney, yes, from SNL.
That's cool.
So that'll be his directorial debut. As well as coming out will be The Order, which is a crime drama thriller with Jude Law and Nicholas Hoult. It must be. Oh, it's probably directed by Ty Sheridan. Night Bitch. This is about Amy Adams slowly and surely becoming a dog.
Saw that. What?
Yeah. So that one's gonna be interesting. And then The Return, which is a history flick with Ralph. I love Ralph Fiennes, but I've never heard of this.
Oh dang!
Oh my God! 20 years. Odysseus.
Greek mythology.
Okay, so it's gonna be one of those dense ones. So, yeah, that's gonna be coming out the 5th. Then we've got coming out on the 12th, the following weekend.
Hunter.
Yeah, Craven the Hunter. Another. Yes, yeah. I think this can be I'm actually excited to see this one. I will say that I like Aaron Taylor Johnson. I like Craven the Hunter as a character. And the trailers aren't that bad. Whereas I knew Venom from the trailers looked bad. I knew that Morbius was going to be terrible. And we don't even have to talk about that other one, the one who shall not be named, that we talked about way too much. Oh, we talked about way too much. Yeah. There's some competition for worst movie of the year. It really is. That might be one of the top awards.
That might be the toughest one.
Yeah. So Craven will be on there. Then for those who want to watch I Am the Immaculate Conception, go check it out. And then the next day, The Lord of the Rings, The War for Rohirrim. I've heard actually amazing reviews for it.
Really? Cool.
I've actually heard it's amazing reviews.
It's like anime shot like anime.
Yeah.
That throws me off, but I'm very curious as to how that movie is going to be.
Very intrigued.
Yeah. So we'll see. And then not until the 20th is going to be the next big weekend is Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Mufasa the Lion King. Boys, are you feeling like Mufasa hasn't really been talked about?
I didn't even know that movie was coming out.
Yeah, it's coming out literally leading up to Christmas.
I see in theaters, I see the trailer every time, but outside of the theaters, I don't.
What is Disney doing marketing? Because I feel like I don't see Moana, and now I didn't even know Mufasa was coming out.
Yeah. Maybe they're trying to save some money by not doing it. A lot of the time, Disney's been putting like $100 to $200 million into marketing lately.
That's crazy.
So I mean, that's a little weird. But Sonic the Hedgehog 3, I'm excited about. I've seen
What?
Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2. They're both really good.
They're good.
They're not bad.
They're not bad at all. They're really entertaining.
This one has Keanu Reeves as the villain.
Yes.
James
Marsden
is
got a
in
gun.
those movies, right?
James Marsden is in the movie, so you got to give your boy. You got to help.
You got to support him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do recommend it. If you get bored, Vu, this should not be on your list above some of the other movies we've told you, but it's definitely like a good flick. It's a fun one.
Okay.
And then to round out the year, I mean, we've got Baby Girl, which is another Nicole Kidman little sexy movie. Getting her little rocks off this year with Zac Efron, and now she's getting her rocks off with Harris Dickinson. Yeah, Christmas classic. Our moms will all be there. And then Nosferatu. Yes. One movie I don't know what to expect with it.
Yeah.
I hope it's great. I love the director. I love the cast. The cast is phenomenal. Let's hope it's good.
Okay.
I'm guessing, Brad, out of all these, are there any you want to see yourself, or Vu, any that jump out to you? Am I missing anything else?
I mean, Nosferatu looks very interesting.
What is that one about? I feel like I've heard of it from like an English class, but I don't know. Okay.
It's about the original vampire, correct? It's like kind of like Count Dracula, but it's a German flick.
Yeah. Because, it was like an old flick back in the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, on this list, are there any that you guys might check out if they're good? Let's say they have good reviews.
The Lord of the Rings one.
I would go see that one if I. Yeah.
You have your guys' interest. Okay.
We're nerds.
Yeah, no, I'm interested in it too. Cool. All right.
What about you, Kev? Sonic the Hedgehog opening night.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there Thursday night. Yes.
Hell yeah.
And I'm gonna do Mufasa probably that weekend. Nosferatu. See if my mom wants to see Baby Girl with me. Craven the Hunter, I'm gonna see. And probably see Y2K as well. Yeah, so
nice.
We got a lot. Not seen this one probably. But yeah, we got a little bit of a lineup coming out to round out the year until I think 2025 seriously is about to become like the biggest year. If you look at it's every weekend there's a new movie.
Love it.
It's supposed to be great. So
that's what we love to see.
Yeah.
It's gonna be insane, guys. So can't wait for that. Last but not least, boys, I think we just want to go into, just because we got the Fappies and we just got kind of 2024 end of the year kind of just top 10s coming out, because it truly is, it's near the end of the year. I feel like we got to get some of these kind of not awards out, but what movies that we were surprised by. I wanted to walk through with us today. Boys, you guys came up with a list. Let me know what movies surprised you. Whoever wants to go first can go first.
I can start. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Yes.
Wow. I guess this wasn't a surprise because like the other three were so good, but like, new trilogy, new director, you didn't know what to expect, but dang, did this movie live up to all the hype.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was on my list too, dude.
Yep. Fantastic film. I had Civil War on there. Kirsten Dunst. Kirsten Dunst did a great job. And who's the other girl? Caitlin Spaney?
Oh yeah, Kaylee Spaney or Kaylee
Spaney.
Yeah.
And while we're talking about Kaylee Spaney, Alien Romulus. Oh my god.
You're gonna review it?
Yep.
Oh, okay, that's so good to hear, buddy.
Yeah, first movie.
This is my number one movie surprise of the year.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
This is the first Alien movie that I've watched, so I had no idea what to expect. But it was a good adventure sci-fi horror film, and it was just good start to finish. Like I have no complaints on that.
The world building in it is great. I mean, it is an all around a great flick.
Yeah, and I think there's homages to the original one, like the robot that's cut in half.
Mm-hmm. I think when they go into that spaceship area and you see it gives a true kind of this is from the original Alien movie. It does a little panorama of it all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. And it sets it up for more Alien movies to come, hopefully. Yep. So very excited for that. And shout out to who's her robot brother?
God, something David Johnson. I think it's a very basic name, but he is a great actor in it.
Yeah, I love that character. Like, oh, just great movie start to finish.
Love
Very
it, man.
surprised. I was not expecting it to be that good.
Love it.
And then I had Inside Out 2, which admittedly I like a lot more than Inside Out 1. So,
Wow, that's so funny to me. I love it,
Yep.
dude.
Yep. And then Late Night with the Devil. I was not expecting.
I need to watch that.
Oh, you
it is-
haven't yet, Brad?
Uh-uh.
Oh, get that.
It's on
your
Hulu.
can, man.
You gotta get
It's-
on it.
Oh, it's on
Let's
Hulu
go.
now? Okay.
Yeah, but that movie was very good. I don't know who the main actor is, but he's just kind of a creepy guy because I just watched him in Prisoners.
Yeah.
But
Right.
kills it. Just kills it. And it's just a very intriguing, interesting story, a spin on a horror film, and loved it.
Okay. Cool, man. Love to hear that list. Great list, dude.
All
How about
right.
you, Brad?
Yeah, I mean, first, completely agree with Vu's list. I went a different route. I truly went like, what movies did I have no expectations with, no hope, and was blown
Okay.
away? So first and foremost, Godzilla Kong New Empire. I very much enjoyed that movie. I mean,
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting anything, and I just remember being like, wow, that was just an entertaining time.
So fun.
The next one, Fly Me to the Moon. Again, I just think that was a really good movie with Channing Tatum and Scarlett Johansson about the fake moon landing.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet,
I
man.
recommend
Okay,
it. I
gotta
really
see
do.
that.
Like, it's just a good movie. Like, what do I call it? Like I don't even know if it's a drama.
Is it romantic at all?
Romantic drama, maybe,
Okay.
but funny. Like, it's lighthearted too.
Okay.
So I recommend that. It's What's Inside. It's on Netflix,
What's inside? Okay.
and I highly recommend this one. This one was recommended to me from a buddy, and it's like a body swap mystery thriller, and it's very good.
I'm looking it up right
I
now.
have
I
heard good
knew
things about this.
nothing about this, and I was blown away. Very, very cool. Very.
I remember you
smartly
bringing
done.
this up. I remember you bringing this up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We Live in Time. This is the Florence Pugh, Andrew Garfield romantic drama.
Okay.
Oh, how was it?
I very much enjoyed it.
I'm surprised you haven't seen it, Boo. Not a shot at you.
It's not a rom-com.
I thought. Oh, is it not a rom
Not a
com?
rom-com.
Ooh.
It's serious romantic drama.
Oh,
But I just think
okay.
it's done really beautifully.
I
Made me
heard
cry.
that lovemaking scene was improvised and not
Really?
scripted.
Good for them.
Yeah, nice.
And then my last one is just what we've talked about before, was Wicked. I was like ho-hum about it, and then I got out of the movie and I was like, damn,
Yeah,
that was fire.
Nice.
I love that, man. Yeah, I mean, for me, like mine were literally, I did not think, a Substance. I had no idea that. I had no expectation for that. That was a great flick. I put on there. I'm trying, and I went with kind of more like what Brad thought, where I just had no interest in them. I really had no interest actually I had a lot of interest in Alien Romulus. I'm just looking at this. Pretty much, I agreed with you on Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes and Monkey Man. Monkey Man was one that I did not have a lot of hype for. I thought that was a great one. Challengers was a big surprise for me. I did not expect to like that movie as much either. And then I guess I would also say that I truly I think once I see it, it's gonna be higher on my list. But I did not think Wicked was gonna be as great as it is. Last thing, I mean, gosh, you know what's crazy? I'm looking at this list. Did you like Ferrari, Brad? Remember we saw that together?
Yeah, it was a very mid movie.
You know what I didn't expect? When that entire family just got ran over by a car.
Yeah.
That really was maybe the most unexpected part of the year. Dude. You have no idea this is happening, but this family's just watching a race and this car just demolished them. It's like out of nowhere. So dude,
it was a crash because it's just a race through the countride, and the crash just happens right outside a country home, and car parts go flying, and people's body parts go flying.
I'd go with Godzilla and Kong as well. So that's 4. And then last but not least, Wild Robot. Wild Robot was.
I still need to
I
see it.
seriously did not expect it to be that great. It is. It's top. It's my number 3. I think I do have a list. I'm gonna let you guys know about it soon, but you know it is. I think it is my number 3. So, all right, boys, that was a little fun. That was a little fun to get back in those lists a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's end off this episode with movie reviews. We've got a lot on here, so whoever wants to go first, take it away.
I have watched a lot of movies recently. I'm not gonna go through all these just because it's been so much.
Yeah, you can, like we have an idea of like what Inside Out 2 is. You kind of brought that up.
Inside Out 2, Lego Movie, great family movie.
What did you think of Lego Movie?
I thought it was pretty solid. I did not expect like Will Ferrell to be the guy at the end, and his kid to be playing with it. But yeah,
did you like Chris Pratt?
I did like Chris Pratt in that movie.
That's one of my favorite characters of his. I think he's really hilarious as
everything is awesome. Everything is. I don't know what the song is, but it is kind of catchy. I won't lie.
Nice.
An unexpected hit, Whiplash. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
I watched it this year too.
Oh, what a movie! What a movie!
Yeah,
like,
man. I
have like watched the ending scene like probably 10 times since I've watched that movie.
Serious?
I make Rachel watch it with me.
I love that, man.
Yeah, like
I think it's one of the most. I think it's one of the true perfect films out there.
Yeah, J.K. Simmons, Miles Teller, like that movie was awesome. Like I can't speak highly enough about it, and it's so unexpected. I rewatched The Batman. Just to get more insight onto the Penguin, which was good.
Did you notice any differences? Did it add to it for you, or anything kind of did it help maybe amplify whether it was the Batman got amplified because of the Penguin, or did the Penguin get amplified because of the movie?
I think the Penguin was more amplified because just it happened so suddenly after the end of the Batman, so you realize like what happened and how like Gotham is in shambles because of the Riddler.
Okay.
And what he did. Cool. So that helped it out a bunch. I watched Prisoners, which is also another mind fuck. Like what?
And it's dark and it's
that is a crazy movie. Like there's nobody that you want to root for in that movie, really.
No. Hugh Jackman in the bathroom scene. Where is she? And the guy Paul Dano's just oh god.
It's such a sad movie. Just a sad movie all around. Kind of a happy ending, kind of not. I don't even know how to describe it.
Isn't it ambiguous?
It's very ambiguous. Yeah. Like, is he gonna get saved or not?
Is he or not?
I don't think you know.
Yeah, it's up to interpretation.
Is it Gyllenhaal under the car?
It's Jackman under the car.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
How'd he get there?
Because the lady trapped him in there.
Drugged him.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just a crazy movie all around. Like you're watching the movie, it's a bunch of random scenes almost and random characters that you meet throughout the movie, but it all ties in and connects at the end.
Yeah.
It's
definitely Denis. It makes sense as one of Denis' best.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get the Denis hype now. Like if it wasn't for Dune, like this movie made me a believer for sure.
Yeah.
Nice. Late Night with the Devil, just another unexpected hit. Great horror film. I'm not super high on horror films. It's just not really my forte, but that one was very good.
Did you like it because it was? Did you like the scenery itself, or like how it was set up in the sense that it was like literally a late night show for an episode for the night?
Yeah, it was just kind of crazy. Yeah, exactly. A late night show. He's trying to revive his career almost, and he's willing to sacrifice his loved ones to do so.
That's how I was wondering. How did you guys perceive that ending there? Like, do you guys I guess Brett hasn't seen it, right?
Yeah, I don't want to.
All right, never mind. We're done.
But yeah, it's very good. I would recommend the watch.
I'll watch it tomorrow.
All right. Hell yeah.
Alien Romulus. We just spoke about this, but very good movie. Everybody should watch this movie. Like one of the best movies that has come out this year. In my opinion.
I love that. I'm so glad I didn't overhype it, man.
Yep, very good.
Isn't she just great in it, Kaylee Spaney?
Yeah, is that the next Hollywood star?
I think she had a big year. I don't know what else she has in her resume, but hopefully she's got another big year coming up.
Yep.
Brad, have you seen it yet?
Yeah.
Did you also
very much liked it?
Very much liked it. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Dungeons and Dragons was the last movie that I have watched since we talked, and that movie was pretty cool. Like I was not
Yes.
expecting it to be that fun and that
Yeah.
enjoyable. You know, you think Dungeons and Dragons and you kind of think, nerds rolling a dice around in their basement acting things out. But this movie was like so much more than that. It like took that concept and just gave it life. Gave it a story. You get who's the Bradley Cooper in the movie?
Yeah, he's in for a scene. I forget what he's doing in it, but yeah.
You get short Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, dude. They just think they laugh at themselves and don't take themselves too seriously.
Yeah, it's just lighthearted and it's a good story.
I want sequels. I want
for sure. Yes. Must. That's a must right there.
Wait,
But yeah.
so Voon, no Interstellar, unfortunately.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I started it and I got bored.
No.
So I turned it off.
No.
I feel like
Heartbreaking.
for a Christopher Nolan film, like you have to be in the right headspace. You have to be like off your phone and everything and just like ready to watch a movie. I was just not ready to watch that movie.
How
Fair
far?
enough.
Yeah, how far?
But I'm like 45 minutes in.
Oh fuck. Okay, that's sad that it's not interesting to you. Okay.
To be fair, I was on my phone for most of that movie. So
God, so you're probably making no sense.
Yeah. So I'm going to rewatch it. It's still on my list.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it justice because I know how much like it means to you guys and how much it's well regarded. So I will be rewatching that movie.
Great, man. Great. Brad, you're up, man.
Yeah, let's see. Wicked, we all know. Boom. I watched Eternals after we talked about it.
Yeah, man.
I enjoyed it.
Was this your first time watching it, Brad?
Yeah, I'd never seen Eternals before. I just didn't even like know who they were. And they were just, so I had no interest, but I was like, I'll give it a try, and I enjoyed it. I think it could have been cut down a little bit. It was a little long.
For sure.
It's honestly like the Justice League for Marvel.
Yeah. But I like the actors in it.
The Avengers?
But like a 1-for-1 match, like you got Superman, you got
Yeah. I feel you, dude.
yeah.
I'm just your penis.
Then I watched Ralph Breaks the Internet as well.
Okay.
Also
Thoughts?
a cool movie. It was just a cool concept. What a hard concept to like show what the internet's like. And then it was cool to see the Disney princesses too.
Yeah.
And then I just recently watched Past Lives, which is a movie I have been wanting to watch for a long time.
Okay.
It was nominated for Best Picture this last year, and I really liked Greta Lee. And yeah, I just watched it, and I very much recommend it. It's a very good romance drama, I guess. Just kind of like, it's like a what could have been. Like this girl moves away when she's young, and the guy she was interested in, and he was interested in her, like they reconnect, but she's already kind of moved on. So I recommend it if you want that kind of movie. But
yeah, I mean, he got nominated for Best Picture last year. No,
Yeah.
I've heard it's pretty good.
so that's what I got.
American film?
Yeah. There's a lot of Korean subtitles.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I saw Heretic last weekend. That was a really good movie. The one with Hugh Grant. Very philosophical, the idea of religion, things like that. I don't want to, it's just like, what's the difference between religion? What's the goal? What is the true point of religion itself? Real, whether or not, I like the idea. I like the philosophical behind it. It was also pretty scary, but also just how deep it was. So another horror. This is a year of horror. I truly do believe. Is 2024. I'm interested to compare 2024's year to 2023 because, dare I say it, 2023 may have been a better year of movies. Overall, I think we had a great year of. Maybe the highs were higher. Maybe they're.
I think 2023 was top heavy.
Yeah, it was really top heavy. I mean, I'm just thinking Iron Claw came out the last week of December.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's crazy to think about. So I'm interested to really compare the two when we start doing more episodes here soon. Maybe that'll be something we bring up. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I talked to you guys about Gladiator. Red One, like I gave you guys a review of that. I do need to see Anora. Maybe I'll go see that tonight at 9:30.
Which one?
Anora. It's based on this stripper essentially falling in love with this Russian oligarchy's son, and then it's supposed to be a great movie. Mikey Madison's in it; she's the main actress. It's got amazing reviews. And it's considered a comedy, but I've also heard it's wild and it's like dark and it goes off the rails, which I like movies like that. So,
Ooh, okay. I remember commercials for that. It looked interesting.
Yeah, I might go see that tonight. Depends. It's Lindsay's. We're celebrating her B-day either tonight or tomorrow. So we gotta
bring her with.
Oh yeah, right after this call. Yeah, I doubt it. She hates going to work at 6:30. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 55 is here. We did a lot of discussing pre to this episode. It's gonna be very close to last week's episode, last year. Fappies. We're gonna have a lot of fun with the Fappies in the next couple of weeks. Like we said, the goal is to have the Fappies on the 11th. 6 p.m. Mountain Standard, 7 p.m. Central Standard as well. Bring your drinks, bring your friends, tell them about it, check it out. It's gonna be electric. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And I think there may be some surprises on there. Killian Murphy has an invite. So does
Costco
Nathan.
guys.
Yes.
Costco guys have an open invite for us. So
they're doing cameos now.
Yeah. Are they?
Yeah.
We might have to look at it.
They're expensive.
They're a lot.
Oh, I bet they are, dude. But yeah, I mean, keep following us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, where we are steadily growing as well. You thought the podcast getting better than this. We're just getting started, baby. So can't wait for what the upcoming new year has to offer for us, but as well as I can't wait for what we have left in the current year as well. So boys, have a great Thanksgiving and be with your family. Enjoy everything, and we'll get back right at it for the Fappies. We may have an episode next week. We'll see. But
hell yeah, boys. Go see Moana 2.
Yeah. Go see Moana 2. Keep fapping. Don't fap at Moana 2, though. Do not do that.
For Thanksgiving.
Yeah.